He might be the greatest, man.
Good job, dude.
This is for 7, man. He's not passing the ball. We gotta play him. Man. Like, fuck, bro.
Good play though.
He just shot 7 for 8.
Oh my god, bro. I jumped.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Yo, what is up YouTube, and welcome back to another video. And as promised, guys, I brought you guys the KozWrld Academy. You know, you guys have been asking for this a lot, and I'm finally here to deliver. Last video I asked for 50 likes and you guys absolutely crushed it. 100 likes, over 100 likes in less than a day. So I had to hurry up and get this out to you guys. Now I appreciate you guys hitting the like goal for the last video, and let's get this video to 100 likes again in one day. And I got you guys with my next video that I told you guys I was so excited to make for you guys. So a lot of you guys are probably struggling on NBA 2K25. This is probably one of the hardest years to play point guard, and I'm gonna show you guys all the little tips and tricks I follow to be better and score almost every play and shoot way more consistent than pretty much anybody is on this game right now. And these are like little tiny fixes that I did over the course of 1 week that got me shooting probably from like 30 to 40% in every stage game to shooting over 60% in the majority of my games. And I'm not playing on the 500 core. I'm not playing against bad players. I'm playing 5K and 10K against the best of the best players. I'm shooting over 60% every single game. I'm taking hard shots. I'm taking very difficult shots, a lot of fadeaways, a lot of peaks, a lot of that. It's not wide open catch and shoots, because if it was, I might even be shooting 100% the way I've been shooting. But if I'm guessing shooting is not all the issues you're dealing with, you probably want to become a better dribbler, how to get open off the dribble more, and how to create for your teammates. And I'm going to be going over all of that so you guys can win a lot more games. Now, before I get into anything very technical, I'm going to go over my main dribble moves, the main combos that I do. I'm not a big dribbler. You guys know me. I don't dribble a whole lot. I just look for the best shot and I get the best shot as fast as possible. Therefore, I score very efficiently. I don't do a lot of the hocus pocus, the mumbo jumbo that you guys see a lot. And I mean, some people like playing flashy. I'm not a fan of the flashy play. The flashy play makes you turn the ball over and it makes you less efficient. It makes you lose a lot more. So I skip. I stick to the good moves, the moves that are effective, and I stick to them. And I only have like 2 or 3 or 4 moves in my bag. And you guys might say, oh, that's one-dimensional play, but guys, I play like this every year and I never really struggle to score the ball. So the main heavy hitters is the dribble style Darius Garland, the signature size up, the Stephen Curry escape move, and what else are we looking at? Chris Paul crossover is also very effective. The behind the back Trae Young, very good as well. And the step back Zach LaVine. Those are my main sigs that I really use to get open shots. Also, you guys want to make sure you put on dribble pull up normal 2. If you guys are playing on the 3s court or the 5s, I 100% recommend normal 2. It is the best fade for fitting left or right. I will admit front fades are very hard with this. You can't hold right trigger while you're front fading unless you want to get the slowest animation imaginable. Then for dunks, I'm going to tell you guys, because you guys know I have a slasher build and I also have this build that has 75 driving dunk. I don't use any 2-foot moving dunks. They're all very slow, and the only dunk that I use is athletic hangs off 1. This is the best dunk. It's been one of the best dunks for I don't know how many years now and counting, since quick drops took a major hit. So if you guys have low dunk, only have this equipped. If you have a high dunk, don't equip this. I'm going to tell you something better. Of course, if you have a high dunk, put on all the contact dunks that you do get. And then obviously this the standing dunks, I preach the standing dunks are absolutely broken. 40 standing dunk is all you need, because the 2 hands are way better than the 1 hands. Matter of fact, I'm gonna unequip the 1 hand dunks just because they're a lot slower and they get blocked a lot more. So if you guys do have a very high driving dunk, I recommend Russell Westbrook this year. Russell Westbrook in past years has been very inconsistent, and you get a lot of back scratch tomahawks like the one you just see right there. But if you guys pay attention, the first dunk that it shows, if you hold down on your right trigger, you will get this dunk every time, and it's basically like a souped quick drop. You won't get taken out of it very often. So I think that is the best dunk in the game, but unfortunately you do need 93 driving dunk. So most of you probably don't have that, so go with the athletic hangs off 1. Now let's take a look at the customizable HUD. The only thing you guys really want to change in this is your shot feedback. If you are a guard, you 100% want your visibility on simple. What this does is it tells you right away. The second you shoot the ball, it tells you whether you green it or not, so you can inform your center whether he needs to get that rebound or he can start already running back on defense and get ready for the next play. But I do recommend at least one person has this on your team, so you know what shot contests are and you know like what people are timing their shot. But obviously if you are on guard, it's most important that you have simple. For the badges, guys, this is the badges that I get on my build. Not very spectacular other than the shooting, but then the badge perks, you guys, you want to use your +1 on lightning launch, because it's way easier to get Hall of Fame or legend lightning launch if you use your +1 on it rather than if you upgrade all the way to 94 speed with ball. And then I do rebound chaser. I have 60 rebound. A lot of you guys probably don't have that, so if you don't have that, I would recommend going with dimer. Next, I think it's important to talk about the controller settings, guys. This is the settings that I use. I have my shot timing on high risk and I have my layup timing on high risk. If you guys are confident in timing your layups, I recommend high risk. It literally bails you out. If you could time your shot, you could make crazy smothered layups on this game. But if you have a high layup and you see yourself missing a lot, then I would go with real player. If you want to never miss a wide open layup, put your thing on real player, because if you're a guard, you're most likely going to have at least like a 78 layup, like at the minimum, so you'll never miss a wide open layup if you have it on real player. The thing I like is the pass target openness. This guys will help you guys make a better read. The game will make the read for you. Say your center is going for a slip and the guy from the corner comes out and tries to play the slip, the game will read it for you and hit the corner if you press A. But I keep it on 65 just in case I want to be able to target my own pass. I mean, I usually use icon, but when I don't, I want to be able to target at least a little bit, and it usually makes the right read more often than not for me. Now look guys, I already have a dribble tutorial out, so I'm going to be explaining to you guys how to do it. But if you guys don't know how to do it, it's very simple. Just look at my past dribble tutorial video. I'm going to be explaining you how to do it. So, but if you can't figure out how to do it, it's probably in my last dribble tutorial. So the only moves that I pretty much do, and in case you guys didn't know, the left stick is very overpowered on this game. So a lot of times you don't even really need to use the right stick. You could be using the left stick the majority of the time. Now, you guys probably saw this move already in the intro, and this is the Stephen Curry escape move. All you guys need to do this move is ball is in your left hand, move it to the right hand, just flick to the right, directly to the right, holding right trigger, just like that. But you have to do it in like a move, so you have to do it like that. It's like you have like a 1-2, so you flick it right and then flick it back left by holding right trigger. So you do it like that, and then you get that move. You could shoot off that, or you could tell when you'll be open. If the guy is a little bit to the side of you, you're pretty much going to have an open shot off of it every time. Now the next move I'm going to show you guys is probably the most effective move right now to get a 3, and this stems from like rim running and going to the paint a lot, and after a while guard or lockdowns will try to predict that you're going to rim run, and then you hit him with this and you'll get a 3 a lot of the times. This is similar to the LeBron hopback from past years. It's a Zach LaVine step back, so all you got to do is hold right trigger and flick down on the right stick. Very simple. So but you're not going to get it usually standing still. When you want to get a 3 off this, is that you're running to the paint, you let go of your left stick, and then you flick down on the right stick while holding right trigger. So you have to let go of the left stick, then flick down on the right stick. I just messed it up there, but it's like that. So you do that, you see you're going to the mid-range and it's literally pulling you back to the 3-point line, and it's so easy to shoot off. And the next move I have for you guys is the Trae Young behind the back. I'm hoping you guys already know how to do this. When I like to do this, I like to do this on the right wing. I feel like it's most effective on the wing. It doesn't work as well from the top of the key. I like to think that the Stephen Curry escape move is the best for the top of the key, but the Trae Young behind the back works most effectively on the wing. So all you got to do to trigger this is simple to this Stephen Curry escape move, but it's basically just you flick to one side, because it has to be like a combo move or you can't trigger it. So you flick to one side and then you hold right trigger and you go diagonal down to the opposite ball hand. If you guys don't know how to do that, that is in my previous video, so it's very simple. Just do that. So once you do that behind the back, you could just shoot off of it, and obviously you don't get open. I'd say the Stephen Curry escape move is way more effective, but this one definitely works a lot, and it's very easy to shoot off of. Now the fourth move I'm going to show you guys, I don't do this one a whole ton because it's kind of hard to perfect and it takes a lot of practice, but once I get it down, I'm going to be doing it a whole lot. And I think it's a very, like, you guys know, most guards are running to the corner for fades. If you start implementing this, you're going to get a lot of free standstill shots, because lockdowns love to jump at you in the corner. But you need Kyle Lowry hop step jumper to do this, and all you need to do, you're running one way, you hold down on the left stick and hold down on the right stick the opposite direction. So I'm running right, I'm holding down on the left stick to the right, so it does that behind the back, and you got to run off it. It's kind of hard to show you guys like a dribble type of thing. You got to just do it and you'll feel it out. I'm telling you, it's not that hard. You just got to feel it out and you'll get it eventually. So at the top of the key, maybe it just looks like a left right cancel, but a lot of times, like say like this, I'm going right and I use my left stick. Look how slow that turn is compared if I'm going like that and I do like that. Like it's a lot faster, and guys, just a little millisecond can make all the difference in terms of getting a wide open shot. Now top of the key, it doesn't look like it'll be crazy effective because lockdowns aren't going to be as likely to jump, but if you do it to the corner like that, they're going to jump at that corner fade a lot. You do that and you burst out of it and you do a quick stop, you get that free standstill on the wing. It's either that or the center pulls up and you get the easy slip, free two. You're scoring something. Once you get the lockdown jumping, you're gonna score. That's all you got to do. And yeah, I'm gonna be implementing that a lot more. So if you guys haven't noticed, the last thing I'm gonna do in this my court is tell you guys have to start right stick shooting. I know it sounds scary, but even off the dribble, every shot you're standing still, if you're not fading, you need to be using your right stick. There's no reason you shouldn't. You get a 70% boost to your green window. There's no excuse not to use it. Okay, it might be a little bit harder to shoot with the right stick, but think about it, that 70% boost is gonna override that like difficulty. Like say there's might be some human error in there because you're using the right stick, the 70% is going to be overriding that even more. Like I'm telling you guys, I time the shot so much easier with the right stick, and it's just so like embedded into my mind that's like I don't ever shoot standstills with X anymore. Like I physically, all I can think about is shooting with the right stick now. Like obviously fades, like you have to use X or square, but if you're shooting a standstill, you need to be using the right stick at all times. Like even off the quick stop, it's not that crazy. You're running to the right, you flick left, then down, then up. Like, or you flick left, hold down, and then flick up. It's not crazy. I know it might sound crazy on paper, and if you can't get it down, it is what it is. But I'm telling you, this will make all the difference in your game. Is just using that right stick. And of course, guys, this is the build that I use. I don't have 95 ball handle and I don't have 94 speed with ball, so you could be dribbling a lot better than me. This is not the best dribbling build in the game. Like obviously you can make a 5'9", you could probably do moves that I can't even think to imagine. So if you guys want to play threes, I would recommend honestly making a 5'9". I made a 6'2" because I like playing twos and I like playing other game modes, but for the threes in the stage and you want to play the highest level, 5'9" is probably the way to go. You get all the legend badges, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, backdoors in this game are so broken that me being 6'2" with a 58 block, 59 interior, ASM perim, 91 steal, all that stuff does nothing for me. I pretty much get killed on every single backdoor. Backdooring is absolutely broken. It's like if your center isn't dropping into your backdoor lane, you're pretty much going to give it up almost every time unless you play the lane yourself, because once they catch the ball, you're done. You can pretty much just run into a dude and just run through him like sand. It's just I don't know why it's the way it is, but I don't know. Now I probably just said a whole lot of nothing to a lot of you guys, but if you guys are interested in stick shooting, I totally recommend you guys use my jump shot. I posted it on my TikTok and it's on my Twitch, everything like that, so I'm gonna be showing it to you guys here. I showed you in my last vid, but in case you didn't watch my last one, here it is. Peyton Pritchard base, guys. I think I'm the only one using this, but it's absolutely chicken with the right stick shooting. I use push right on the dot and I use 30% Kendrick Nunn to speed it up. You could go, if you want it slower, you put Oscar Robertson up and you put Kendrick Nunn down. If you want it faster, you do the opposite, and there you go. If you want to use right stick shooting, you want to shoot as good as me, make sure you use this jump shot. It's absolutely butter. Now with that being said, let's get into breaking down some comp gameplay. Now right before I get into the gameplay, guys, 95% of you guys watching me aren't subscribed, so if you guys are enjoying the video and you watched this far and you taken anything I've said to heart, use my six, use my jump shot, anything like that, man, you guys should hit that subscribe button and hit that bell, man. I'm dropping fire content every time I upload, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit that like button when you go down there. Now look, starting off strong, I'm telling you guys right now, if you guys haven't already, you should be playing on a guard build that has 99 3 ball. Shooting is like key on this game, so you want to have as high as 3 ball as you can. Most guards in the stage are running around with a 99 3 ball. This makes it where all your badges are on legend, and see how I'm shooting a lot of contested shots and it's saying good shot selection. I'm using the stick is because I have a 99 3 ball and I have 5 legend badges. You guys see them up top: Deadeye, Mini Marksman, Set Shot Specialist. 3 legend badges working for me on that shot. Like here, as I gotta show you, I'm using the Zach LaVine move. See how I look like I'm gonna rim run? I try and turn the corner, but then I hop back and I get a wide open three, and I got 3 threes already to start the game. Like I said, I'm showing you guys in real time me scoring off these effective moves I talk about right here. I score off the Trae Young because it's easy to shoot off it. I'm using the right stick and getting any RNG on my shot. And here again, I'm comboing a lot of the dribble moves I told you guys about. I'm comboing the Zach LaVine into the Curry escape move into the Trae Young behind the mat, and I put it all together, and I'm getting an ankle breaker, and I'm getting a wide open shot, and I'm using the right stick. I'm just putting it all together for you guys. You guys can see here I'm doing more of the same. I'm comboing the moves I told you guys, just string together. I'm getting wide open shots, and my center gets the rebound, kicks it back out to me. I have another wide open shot. I'm not missing 2 in a row ever with the right stick. Majority of my threes come in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock. You guys see here I act like I'm going to do a push cross for a rim run, but I do the Zach LaVine pullback, and I get myself a wide open three. Now, you guys probably hear me talk a lot about RNG, and I'm going to tell you guys here how I negate RNG as much as possible. So one of the main ways to do it is paying attention to your takeover and paying attention to your chemistry bar. I know it might sound crazy, but there is, like, a lot of people say the shooting isn't consistent, but it is actually very consistent. There's patterns involved. Like, I could pretty much tell, if you guys watch me on stream, I can call out when the game is going to make me miss a shot and when it's going to allow me to make it. Literally almost, I'd say 80 or 90% of the time, I'm able to predict whether my shot's going to go in or not. Now, this might sound completely crazy to a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys play park, and you guys really don't have to worry about this because the sliders are different, but in the stage there is a lot more RNG with the high risk, so you guys have to abide by these like patterns type of thing. The best way to do this is to take twos. For one, take twos whenever you have the opportunity to do so. Your center has an open slip, take this slip. Unless you guys are back against the wall 18 to 20 and you need a 3, or it's 18 to 19, you want to ice the game, always take the 2 whenever you can. It's a lot easier to get a stop on this game than it is to get a 3 up if you ask me. Now, I'm not sure if you guys saw the shot charts on Twitter on how green windows work, but your first 2 shots of every game are completely unaffected by RNG. If you're gonna hear it, tell me otherwise, you are absolutely wrong, factually and like contextually. Every type of way you are incorrect. Your first 2 shots are completely unaffected by RNG. So if you're missing your first 2 shots of the game, you're timing your shot wrong, and I'm sorry to break it to you. Now, what I've noticed that a lot of people aren't acknowledging is that it's not your first 2 shots, it's your team's first 2 shots. So if you as a guard take your team's first 2 shots, you hit your center on the pop for the 3rd shot, his 3rd shot, or his first shot of the game, even though it's his first shot, it's the 3rd shot of the game, and it's going to be affected by RNG. Now, the way you counter that is that you use the right stick. The right stick is the only way I've noticed. It's extremely hard for me to tell on X when my shot is going to change timing, but when I'm using right stick, I can completely feel the timing change 100%. Now look, you guys see in the background gameplay, I'm shooting off the dribble and I'm using right stick literally every single time I have the opportunity to. So if you're on a lockdown or you're on a center and you're on a spot up build, you have zero excuse. You're a month into the game, use the right stick. I don't care if you've been using X or square since 2K08. You have to use the right stick if you want to be the absolute best of the best on this game. So I'm pretty much telling dudes, like, bro, if you're not using the right stick, I don't even want to play with you. I don't want to deal with you complaining about RNG, missing your shot, yada yada yada. Like, I enjoy getting mad at my teammates for them missing and me getting to blame them. I know it sounds crazy, but that's just how I am. Like, the first month of this game, like, dudes on my team, they miss wide open. I'm like, all right, bro, it's RNG. It is what it is. But if they're not using the right stick, it's on them, and they're exactly to blame at this point in the game. So a lot of people do talk on Twitter. They say, okay, whatever, like, yeah, your green window shifts and changes, but you're not gonna be able to react to it in real time, and you're not even gonna be able to see the subtle changes in your jump shot that indicate to you whether it's gonna be a speed up or slow down. Now, when I say this, I'm strictly talking about standstill shots. I'm not talking about fades. A fade shot looks the exact same every single time. There's nothing you could do except, like, fades are 100% subject to RNG. There's no way around it. The only way you can get around RNG is with standstill shots. Now look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the shot looks almost identical every single time. If you clip 100 shots next to each other, you could barely tell the difference if they're all at the same stamina and they're all with all 3 adrenaline bars. So what I've noticed with the right stick, when I shoot with the right stick, if my shot does not start right away, and I mean the second I hold down on the right stick, if my player doesn't go into a shooting motion instantly, I know it's going to be a fast release, and I'm gonna have to release it a tiny bit earlier than what I'm used to in order to green that shot. Then on the contrary, when the shot like doesn't start, or no, when it starts really fast, like the second, like it's almost like a trigger. If the shot starts like extremely fast, like faster than normal for like off the dribble, and you're gonna let it go a little bit later. I know it might sound crazy, but I'm only referring to the right stick. X and square, throw this whole info out the window. I'm talking about the right stick only. If you shoot, like when you notice the fast cue, you gotta let it go later. I know it sounds contradictory, but it is how it works. And then if it feels normal, then you let it down normal, of course. And on catch and shoot, it's literally normal majority of the time, and there's literally almost no RNG, I'd say, catch and shoot. And of course, guys, you guys know I only play guard. I'm only shooting with a 99 3 ball. If you feel otherwise, on a center or lockdown, but this is a guard academy again, and you guys should have 99 3 ball at this point if you are a guard. So this is a guard academy. I don't know any other positions. I played guard for like every year for I don't know how many years. Never played any other build, so this is only applies to guard. As far as I know, I've yet to play any other position. Like I'm telling you guys right now, if you shoot a catch and shoot with a 99 3 ball and use the right stick, you are completely unaffected by RNG. Like I'm being straight up with you. You could watch my stream for hours and you could call me out if I ever miss a wide open catch and shoot with the right stick. It's almost unheard of. Now of course there's variables and everything, as well as like amount of adrenaline you have, amount of stamina you have, and also the like how close a defender is to you. If you guys pay attention to how I play, I pretty much maintain 3 adrenaline bars almost the whole entire possession. And the reason why you do this is because your shot is going to have less change when you have 3 adrenaline bars. And the way that you keep 3 adrenaline bars the whole play, I know this sounds absolutely crazy, but like this is actually how I play. You have to pass the ball a whole lot. You got to get your team involved. You guys see, if I want to change direction, I don't do it manually. I change direction by hitting my center and coming back and dexing back to him. I know it sounds crazy. A lot of people are hating on the way I play. They say I play like a weirdo and I pass the ball way too damn much. Like it might make me look nervous in a way, but I'm telling you guys, like right there, I got a right stick glitch. I don't know if you guys have noticed. They need to fix that. But a lot of times when you shoot the right stick, it doesn't even give you tempo. So that's what that is. I promise you guys, I didn't even breathe on my extra button. Like if you guys notice, I will never fade for anything less than a free board if I don't have 3 adrenaline bars. If I don't have 3 adrenaline bars, I fully accept my fate that fade is not going to go in, and I fully accept that my wide open standstill shot might not be green. Because when you start having 1 adrenaline bar, then you start running into the variability in your shot. You get way, like there's way more effect to your shot when you have less adrenaline. I think stamina doesn't play as much as a role. It just might slow your shot down a little bit. I'm telling you, adrenaline is what just absolutely shoots your RNG to the fucking moon, bro. Like deadass, I'm not trolling you. Keep 3 adrenaline bars as much as you possibly can. I'm telling you, I have 3 adrenaline bars usually the whole game. I don't ever want a long run or switch direction unless it's going to lead to a rim run or a shot right there. And all the drill moves that I show you guys in the beginning of the video don't use any adrenaline, except for maybe the Kyle Lowry hop step shot if you drag it out far enough. But the Trae Young, the Steph Curry, and the Zach LaVine are all moves that do not use any adrenaline. And of course, you guys know, if you guys are behind half court, you also don't lose any adrenaline. So I usually try to do most of my speed boost in the backcourt and get open off of that. And of course, you guys are probably aware of the push dribble. You're holding right trigger and you flick up on your right side, your player will launch the ball out in front, but you do have to be behind half court. But the way you can counteract this is do it at the half court line, and it'll lunge you almost to the free throw line. And then after that, you could do the Zach LaVine and get a free 3, or you could just take your free 2. Now here's one of the main things that I love about this 6'2" that you don't get on a 5'9". 6'2" is the smallest you can go to get standing dunks, and I think standing dunks are the most broken finishing in this game. Because if you guys don't know, if you guys have any sort of dunking build, ball stripping on this game is absolutely just nasty. Dudes will come from the other half court line and strip you out of nowhere. So yeah, I don't really go up unless it's a standing dunk. Now I barely do driving dunks unless I'm like wide open, because you can't get stripped on a standing dunk. As dumb as it sounds, you cannot get stripped on a standing dunk. So I pretty much just run into the paint. If I have the dunk, I have the dunk and I take it. If I don't, obviously I hit my teammate, or I'll run the ball back out myself. Now you guys might be wondering, I completely acknowledge that there's RNG on this game when it comes to fades, and then you guys might ask, why would I shoot fades when I could shoot standstill shots and always have no RNG and be able to time my shot every single time? And it's a very easy answer. Standstills are hard to come by, and you can't get them on just any lockdown. they're hard to come by. So you do have to fade against really good players, because that's pretty much all you're going to get sometimes. And of course, whatever, then you're leaving the chance of you making the shot up to chance, because obviously you can't go 7 for 7 on fades. There's definitely a lot of variability when it comes to fades, so you do have to utilize your teammates. Okay, so as you guys will tell, when I do fade the ball, I make sure my center is in a rebounding position. If he's ready to pop, if he's out of the 3-point line, I almost never will fade the shot unless I'm coming off like 2 misses in a row and I know my third shot will go in. If it's a fade, then I'll shoot the fade. But almost always I'm shooting fades with the idea in my head that I'm gonna miss, so I'm only gonna shoot them if my center is ready for the rebound. And that way is that how I ensure that I score every play, because if I miss my first fade, the center gets the rebound, he hits me back again, the chances of my second shot going in are they increase exponentially, and they're way less affected by RNG. Here's a good example of when I will go for the fade, even when my center's not in the paint. This is the first shot of the game. Like I said earlier, guys, the first shot of the game is never affected by RNG. Like, I miss that shot, so after I miss that shot, the second shot is 100% completely not affected by RNG. That first shot, I 100% either mistimed or the lockdown just got a good contest on it and it made me miss. Here's another good example. This looks like a bad shot on paper, but I noticed the center came way over the screen while my center slipped. So I know this is a free board and a great opportunity to reset my RNG. My center kicks the ball back out to me, and I'm able to shoot from half court, no problem whatsoever, with the right stick and green it. To my recollection, guys, I think I'm confident enough to say that I went over literally every single IQ innuendo that I've learned from this game, and I bring it all to you guys in one singular video. So I'm hoping that this video helps you guys get a lot better, helps you guys win a lot more games, and helps you guys have a lot more fun on the game, because if you're anything like me, I'm not having fun unless I'm winning. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. If you guys enjoy the video and you guys think this is gonna help you become better at the game, man, make sure you hit that like button, and of course, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 3,000 subs, man. We're out here grinding. I'm uploading very consistent. I'm gonna try to get you guys another upload soon. As you guys see in the background, this is an insane gameplay I have for you guys coming out. This is gonna be my next video. This is the video I was talking about in the last one, where I was like, I'm very excited to bring you guys this, because it's absolutely crazy wager gameplay for you guys, and it's gonna shake a lot of heads, man. With that being said, I appreciate you guys, all of you guys who have made it to the end of the video and watched it all the way through, and I'll see you guys on the next video, which hopefully is this one, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button, get me to 100 likes on this video in under, let's say, 3 days. If I get 100 likes, I'll maybe even give out like a free Xbox code, something like that, maybe for you guys, giving back to you guys, because you guys are helping me grind, helping me get paid on this shit, man. And I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video.